This is amazing. I'd never seen that before. I would see my granny in Australia possibly once every 5 years, you know, when we sort of went to a quick visit to a capital city or something like that, you know. So this living cheek by jowl was incredible, and that sense of community, and you know, it stayed so close, and not only was your community, you know, your family, but your neighbours. You'd all grown up with them. But it was that sense of community and what it meant, because it meant very different things to me in Australia. Oh, sure, we would look after each other. And with adverse conditions like flood, pestilence, rain, all that sort of stuff, yes, we'd slog together. But we didn't live in each other's pockets. We're very private. You know, you don't have to be as private as 27 miles away from the nearest neighbour. A good hedge will do, you know, but it's not bad. And this was a vastly different thing, you know.
When you were in the Strand, you started working with Donald McKendry. How did that come about?
I was working in McCart Centre, and I'd been doing it for quite a while. Now, I got to the McCart Centre from the voluntary services side of things. They wanted drama. Yeah, I'm there with bells on. I'll do that stuff anyway. Even though I was working during the day and you wanted drama in your community centre, I'd go out. I mean, the Arts Council rang me up and sort of went, Mike, we've got a request in here. Do you do children's parties? You know, I mean, yeah, why not? And I did a lot. That's the way I made money. I could have done a lot of voluntary work anywhere, but I would do on weekends children's parties. And one of the first children's parties was for Mervyn Elder, who was part of the council, the leisure centre committee at the councils, and that's how the circus started out eventually. But Mervyn Elder was one of those people who kind of went, you know, I did his 10-year-old boys. The bloke's a barrister now, you know, it's amazing, you know. So I have all these friends in high places along the way. But in those days, I gone to McCart Centre. I arrived, it was 7:30, I went in, and the community said, Mike, yeah. He said, there's a bloke here to see you. And it was Donald McKendry. And he'd come a vastly different route. You know, Donald had been involved, troubles-wise, and he was just coming out to actually do something else and retraining, a love of literature and writing and political science and all of that sort of stuff, and theatre. And he was getting his first way in that ladder of drama and theatre and stuff. And we forged a bond that went from there. Donald and I then went on from McCart Centre to going back to the voluntary services and saying, look, let's put together, you know, again, the travelling summer scheme theatre. Let's do it in circus this time. Now, this is the most important one, because we had worked out that drama, in its sense, looks after